A week ago, I had 3 subsequent days of a fever over 101, and which prompted me to go to Henry Ford Hospital. I live in Detroit, and I went to the one in Fairlane in Dearborn. And so, and I left with a diagnosis of COVID-19. At that point, the news hadn't been doing a great job of keeping people in a state of calm. So of course there was a little bit of like, oh crap, like what am I gonna do? The purpose of this video is for me to just encourage everybody that it's not a death sentence, number one. There are things you can do to fortify your immune system and to beat this virus. The first day that I got COVID, that I found that I had COVID-19, I immediately, so before I even went to seek medical attention, I had already went into quarantine because I was experiencing the symptoms, and I already knew like, yeah, this is probably the COVID-19 garbage. So I already had set up a little quarantine in my office, which I'm in right now. I had set up like a bed or whatever, and my wife, we set up food for me right here on this little desk. I had a bowl of fruit. I had a water boiler for tea, and we just went right in there. We jumped right in, like we didn't wait around. So that's my very first point. Don't freak out. Don't panic. Just do what you got to do. I was experiencing a dry cough, and I had a fever for 3 days. So that's what caused me to go seek medical attention. But I didn't need to seek medical attention to go right into quarantine. I didn't need to do that. Like I knew that more than likely it wasn't. I've had the flu before. It wasn't the flu, and that's another point too. It's not the flu. This is something that's very, very, very different. So, so number one, jump right into action. Don't wait around for a medical professional to tell you. If you feel like you're experiencing some abnormal symptoms, and if you have a fever and it persists and it doesn't go down, more than likely you probably have COVID-19. So just jump into quarantine just right away. And so I was already in quarantine, and I right away got on a regimen of zinc and vitamin C. I took about 6 vitamin C tablets per day, and I'm also gonna post my wife's website. Again, we're not selling nothing. We don't need to sell anything. This is for you to know what we did in terms of like recipes for home remedies that we did that helped me get over this very fast. So I'm gonna put my wife's website right here, whatever, and she is going to post the recipes of the breathing treatment that I did at home. And we take a flu bomb anyway every year, but we made a flu bomb out of turmeric, garlic, sea salt, honey. What else is in it? I'm gonna let her put the recipe clearly because I don't know what's in it. So we're gonna post that to her website. We took that every single day. A lot of citrus, grapefruits, oranges, and lemons. I had a whole bowl of them, and I constantly ate them. And I drank 3 liters of water a day. So bottled water or tea. If you're not using the bathroom a lot, you're not drinking enough fluids. Because here's the point. We do things that are already killing us every day anyway. Our diet, our lack of water, our lack of exercise. That stuff is already killing us. So that's why most people that already have pre-existing conditions, most people that are already dealing with comorbidities like heart disease and hypertension, stuff like that, they are like 10% more likely to die from this because you already have things that it's killing your body anyway. So if you add a foreign virus into the mix, it's gonna take you out like that. So whatever your habits are, you need to put them in check if you get a COVID-19 diagnosis. What's your diet? I'm a vegan. I am not professing that veganism is the #1 diet or if it's better or worse. All I'm saying is COVID-19 entered my body, which is a vegan body, and I got over it in 2 days. Do the math. Meat is very, very, very laborious on your digestive system. So look at it like this. If a foreign country invades another country, that country that is being invaded is going to have to start looking at its resources very, very, very closely to make sure that they have enough to fight off the foreign invasion. Your body is no different. So if your body's resources, your calories, your white blood cells, your red blood cells, everything that your body needs to function every single day, if it's already being taxed with a high meat diet, your digestive system is already being taxed, your liver, your spleen, your kidneys that's cleaning your blood, if these vital organs are already being taxed, don't you think that you have a very, very, very slight chance of fighting off any new invasion or any new infection that your body now has to fight off as well? Think about it. So the first thing that you need to do if you do get a COVID-19 diagnosis is you need to take inventory of what you're eating every single day. So that food that's high in fat, sugar, and sodium, you need to eliminate that right away, because you need to give your body a fighting chance. You need to make sure that your body can reserve resources to fight this new enemy that it has in it, because we do stuff to kill us every single day. And that's why most people with pre-existing conditions or compromised immune systems are passing from COVID-19, because your body's like, oh, here's something else and I can't take it. People are going into cardiac arrest, people are having strokes, all type of stuff. People are having kidney failure, organ failure, because it's already a compromised system. And so this new invasion and this new infection is just going to take you out. So that's the first thing we did. And of course, you know, I indulge sometimes, but all the sugar, all the little vegan snacks that I eat, I was done with that, because I knew that I needed to build up my body's resources to fight this new infection. So that's #1. You need to completely, if you're not, just get on a plant-based diet, at least for the duration of the infection. You know what I'm saying? Afterward, you can do what you want. Fast food, pop, chips, soda, candy, all that garbage. Do not consume any of that if you come down with an infection, because you really, really need to make sure that your body has enough vital resources to fight the infection. And we also did a breathing treatment as well, a homemade remedy breathing treatment where my wife was boiling lemon pills, orange pills, ginger, sea salt, and something else. Again, I'm gonna put that link for her website, and it's gonna be up on there. Again, not selling nothing. It's completely for the public to just know what we did to get over this. We did that breathing treatment every single day. Every day. I was doing it twice a day. And all we did was boil it, and we put a towel over our head, and we just inhaled it. Because citrus kills a lot of germs. And so we did that once a day. Again, I am not a medical doctor. I am not saying that this is going to save people's lives. All I'm doing is telling you what I did and how I was able to get over it. And so even if you're not sick, I would say do everything that I did before you get sick, so you can fortify your immune system and you can give your body a fighting chance. So I got that diagnosis on Saturday morning. I would say by Wednesday, I was feeling like I was on the decline. I felt like, I'm like, all right, I peaked probably like Tuesday. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was just texting my sister. I had a couple moments where I felt like, man, I wonder if I have enough life insurance. I'm not gonna lie. It was a moment where I felt like this could potentially take me out, because the fever was so bad and my temperature was swinging so bad that my body was so weak. I literally, it hurt to get up. And when I had that thought, like, man, I wonder if I have enough life insurance, that's when I was like, Mike, get up, move your body. Do not. Sometimes you gotta just drum up that mental fortitude to be like, you know what? No. Get up, Mike. Get up. And that's what I told myself. And I got up. I opened up the window, and I think that's the day that I took a walk. And after that, I feel like my body, everything that I had been giving it every single day, it just started kicking the viruses, you know what, every single day, because I was building up all that vitamin C, all that zinc, all that turmeric, all that stuff that I was giving my body, all that water. My body had enough resources, and eating nutritious food too, because your body needs a lot of calories, and a lot of people don't like to eat when they're sick because they feel nauseous. You have to force yourself to eat, because your body needs those excess resources. Your body needs calories to fight. Your body, that is your body's energy sources, calories. Cells need calories. So your white blood cells, your red blood cells, your immune system, and everything, all the cells that are produced from your immune system, they need calories. They need that energy source. And so you have to eat, and you can't be eating trash. You got to eat good food, good whole foods. And so I feel like the 2 days, the Sunday and the Monday and the Tuesday, I was just stacking up those resources in my body. And after that, I started taking a walk, and my body and my system started moving, and I had enough resources in reserve to start kicking the virus out of my body. And after that, I've been fine ever since, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, it was a couple of days I feel like I was on the fence, but I knew that it would not continue to get worse. I felt like it got worse, and I'm like, okay, it's getting better. I'm on the decline now. Decline in a good way, like a climax decline. And that's another thing too. I really did not watch the news while I was sick. And that's another thing, because it was scaring the freaking daylights out of me. When you're hearing about other young people that are dying from this, that is not something that you want to put your body through. Just like when you see a movie and something happens, and your body is actually having a physiological response to that. It's the same thing. If you are sitting and watching the news every single day and you're hearing about people that are dying from this, that's not going to give your body a good fighting chance to fight a disease. Your immune system, everything is responding to the stuff that you're consuming, the music and the news. So I turned all of that garbage off. I just was watching like some old Netflix documentaries and stuff, just positive stuff. There's nothing negative. And I mean, that's another thing too, man. You really got to look at what you're consuming, not only physically, not only food, but mentally and spiritually. You know what I mean? And just unplug from social media for 5 seconds. Just get off of social media. You know what I mean? Like, all that garbage is just going to add to your mental health being bad, and that's not going to help you either. I told you the moment where I told myself, Michael, get up. Get up. There's a mental and a spiritual component to this as well. And so if you just sit and scrolling on doggone Instagram and Twitter and Facebook all doggone day, you might not have that inclination that tells you to get up. You know what I mean? You might not have that. So that's pretty much what I did, man. So I guess I will close by saying this, man. It's not a death sentence. Number one, even though a lot of people are going to die. And that's just the reality of this whole situation. The United States infrastructure and the way that our political system is set up, and I'm not even gonna get too political right now, but we were not prepared for this at all. We'll be prepared next time, because this is the test dummy. You know what I mean? So hundreds of thousands of people, unfortunately, will pass away from this. But it doesn't have to be you. And I mean, we have pandemics going on every single year. It's called heart disease. more people die from heart disease than anything ever in the world. So there's pandemics already going on, and those are things that, you know, are preventable. But this is also preventable, and there are also things that you can do if you find yourself with this infection. There are things that you can do to mitigate its effects of it, and you can get over it. And most people will, but a lot of people won't. So in closing, be safe, drink your water, get on a vitamin C and zinc and turmeric regimen, and I'm gonna put, it's all gonna be on my wife's website, Bvegan.com. And take care of your loved ones and take care of yourself. And just one last note that, you know, economies don't make themselves, people make economies. And all this talk about economy over people is making me sick. You know, I understand that people are going to have economic stress from this whole situation, but there is no economy without people. And so we need to be putting people first, and we need to address the public health issue first, and then we can look at everything else. So God bless and take care.